Hey, what up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video I just set up this brand new tank and I squeezed a sponge filter in it to make sure it's nice and settled for new fish. I just wanted to say before the video begin, make sure you subscribe and hit a like button. Thank you guys for watching, and let's get right into it. So I'm gonna head to my local pet store and check out what they got. Right away when I get there, they have a bunch of live bears, and that's why you guys always see me making live bear videos, because they seem to be super common and everywhere. Besides that, this place has a pretty decent African cichlid setup, and I always come over to check out the African cichlids. Then there was some silver dollars, which I never really noticed doing good, so I tend to stick away from them. Besides that, they have a bunch more live bears and gouramis, which I'm actually really interested in getting more gouramis, but they can be very finicky and sometimes they're not very hardy. There was other more common fish like tiger barbs and some rasboras, along with these rainbow fish here. I also like to see all the danios. They are personally one of my favorite and most easy fish to keep on the planet, along with some really beautiful tetras and more live bears, of course, a bunch of live bears. Now the real cool part started when I went over to the saltwater section, where they had this triggerfish right off in the first tank, and I thought it was super cool. Besides that, they had some really beautiful tangs that I've never seen before, along with some hippo tangs and a whole bunch of other fish that I've never even seen in real life before. Getting to see all these really cool saltwater fish was an awesome experience, and that's why I always check out the saltwater section. Now, I didn't bother filming every single tank, but there was a whole bunch of clownfish. A bunch of tanks were just all clownfish, so I didn't really stop and film all of those, but they did have some other cool saltwater creatures. I'm glad I stopped by. Besides that, this pet store has a turtle section that has a couple turtles, and then they also have a nice goldfish tank with some goldfish and a couple koi. While I was looking around for what I should buy, I couldn't help but look back at these fire shrimp. These guys are just so cool, so I actually ended up picking up a group of Romy-nosed tetra. I got 8 of them. They're really hard to see in the bag and their color's all washed out, but we'll skip right to me getting home and having them in the tank. Now this has been a couple hours. It's not right away after I added them, so you'll notice they're pretty comfortable, and I will be feeding them later on, so stick around in the video. Anyways, I've always wanted Romy-nosed tetras, but I've never really seen a good group or batch from that store, so I was pretty surprised when I walked in and saw a good group of 9 of them. They really seemed to be following my finger around the tank, and they looked nice and healthy, so I ended up just grabbing all 9 of them, and then while she was doing that, I went around and filmed all the other videos. I pretty much feed all my fish tetra mini flakes, so I'm just going to start them off with a little bit of flakes and see if they're interested, and then maybe we can give them a little more. Right away, as soon as I got the food in, they started going crazy and going right after it, so I think I'm going to let them finish this food, and then I'm definitely going to add more for them to keep eating. Now a big thing is that this tank was cycled with a sponge filter that I squeezed into it from another tank. I definitely recommend cycling your tank before adding fish, or at least getting filtration from another tank and squeezing some of that nastiness into your tank. It really does help cycle your tank pretty much instantly, if you ask me. I've had really good luck doing it that way, and you'll notice the fish are very happy and eating just a couple hours after getting them in the tank. I do a whole bunch of videos on my channel on how to keep fish. If you're a beginner, make sure you check them out. And if you're not a beginner, I still make a whole bunch of videos that are informational. So maybe check out my other videos before you go. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you later. Peace.